Thanks, man. So, what James didn't get to see was the first property that we bought was just in Churchill, Virginia, or Churchill neighborhood of Richmond, Virginia. There were units where you could see that the cabinets were visibly stained in the kitchen. And we didn't really get it, although all the signs were there. And we thought, well, something just happened. These units are run down. People aren't really paying attention to what is going on. But the reality of the situation is the sewage pipe was crushed through four of the units. And so when they would run the shower, flush a toilet, sewage would back up into another drain. So it would either show up in the shower upstairs, it would show up and flow over in the kitchen downstairs because everything drained through the same drain, right? Or, the toilet would overrun. And we didn't think it was a big deal, but we ended up having to pull out the whole pipe and putting a whole new one in. And that spiraled out of control. And we'll probably talk about that at a later date. But just when you're walking through these units, if something seems out of the ordinary, don't ignore it. Get somebody in there who actually knows what they're looking at to make sure that you're not ending up in a space that is going to cost you a ton of money. And I guess if I bring it full circle, we had a third-party property inspector go into the units, and his report didn't say that this was a critical issue or we needed to have a plumber come in and do camera search or any of that stuff. So, you're only as good as the team that's around you at the end of the day. And then I guess the last thing and one that resonates for me. So for you guys who don't know, I've got two daughters, Kaya and Leah, and I walked into one of the bedrooms and it looked like somebody took their construction boots on and they were jumping on the little girl's bed. And what I learned after we closed on the building is they just didn't have money to wash the sheets that the little girl had to sleep on. So it had been months since they actually had the opportunity to do something to fix the hygiene of, their living situation. And for me, that just tore me up inside and out because, they're still people and they're little people and they didn't choose that. And so, is it my responsibility to go in and wash people's sheets? No, but is it my responsibility to make sure that people have what they need who are living there and they have the opportunity to actually do that? Yeah, absolutely. And so we take that into every property we go in. And I've got a personal belief that for me, I'm going to go in every unit that we have, every single unit before we close on it. I'm not sending other people to do it. I'm going to walk through, make sure I understand the condition. And if I see something that just won't work for us, then whatever money was put at risk, and it's usually all my own money when we go into a phase like that, I'm willing to walk away from it because I don't want to get in a situation where we don't have the opportunity to recover